I guess I have to get used to this if I'm gonna be president, huh? All right. I hope I'm not getting timed. Hope not. All right. So the topic of the speech was who I am, how JAG has helped me, and where I plan to go. Okay? So, I'm sorry, but I procrastinated on my speech. Not because I'm an idyllic, though that seems to be the quintessential of teens, but because though I know myself better than anyone else, I cannot seem to pinpoint the words to describe myself. No one can. Now, when I was younger, I wanted to be an actor. I loved watching Will Smith and Denzel Washington on their action and comedy roles in their movies, and I think that's kind of why I resembled them. A few years later, I wanted to be a scientist, and I swore I'd find the cure to cancer. Well, you can see how well I did. In middle school, I wanted to be a chef, and I'd watch Bobby Flay every chance that I got on TV, and he would teach me how to dice this and how to plate that, and I loved it. But now that I'm in high school, I notice I have a passion for music, and honestly, I think that's something that I want to pursue. But out of all these things I wanted to do in life, and possibly in the future, which will I choose? Well, I heard about the JAG program my freshman year, and I was very anxious to join. I mean, come on, it's JAG, Jobs for America's Graduates. It's one of the greatest things that's ever happened to me. I mean, without it, I wouldn't be job ready. Without it, I wouldn't know what college is like. And without it, I wouldn't be who I am today. Now, don't get me wrong, my other academic classes are very important. I mean, I need algebra to help me learn how to count. And I need grammar and literature to help me read and write. But JAG taught me something that no other class taught me, and that was how to be life and job ready. I know what it means to nap when you greet, I forgot now. I'm not worried about it. Nap. I know how to dress. I know what the elevator pitch is, and I know how to make a decent resume, so even when I don't get the call for that day after interview, the employer can read what I'm all about. And I went on my first ever college trip through JAG and got to see how the dorm rooms look so similar to my room at home, and how the classrooms, they look so similar to a high school setting. And the lunch, all you can eat, oh, that was the best part. I mean, these are things I could have learned and done by myself, but through JAG helped me specifically pinpoint my interests. I mean, it seems like every other day we had a college representative come into our classroom and talk about why we should all go to college and what their college is all about. And I think that's how I got interested in going to the Art Institute in Chicago, Illinois to study audio production. This shows my interest in the music and movie industry because I'll be able to make soundtracks for films. And honestly, that's pretty sweet. So JAG really has helped me a lot. But honestly, I'm not alone. I did a little research, and according to americashealthrankings.org, the graduation rate for the class of 2012 was only 75%. Now on the grading scale, that's a C, which is pretty average. But digging a little bit deeper, according to JAG.org, the graduation rate for the class of 2012 with JAG was 93%. That's 18% better with JAG. Now that seems good, but let me put this into perspective for you. Let's say you have two schools, right? 500 students each. School A with the 75% would mean that 375 students would graduate and 125 would not. If you have school B with the 93%, that would mean that 465 students will graduate and only 35 would not. That means that 95 more students can graduate from high school, go to college, and get the career of their choice with JAG. So you can see how substantially better JAG is for students across America. So now that I told you about myself, I bet you're wondering, oh, now you know who you are or who you plan to be, but honestly, I don't know who I am. And honestly, I'll never find out. Because in life, I just keep changing, and that's what happens in life. Everybody changes. So like I said, I really did procrastinate on my speech. Not because I'm an idyllic, though that seems to be the quintessential of teens, but because though I know myself better than anyone else, I cannot seem to pinpoint the words to describe myself. No one can. Now don't get me wrong, I know I'm gregarious. I mean, I'm sociable and I love being around other people and their opinions. And I'm a hedonist because I'm devoted to my pursuit of happiness and following my dreams. But I don't necessarily mean adjectives. So who am I? Well, the truth is, I don't know who I am. And honestly, neither do you.